Well, directly and indirectly, I've worked in the construction industry for about 50 years. As a matter of fact, this year is my 50th. And I originally started off as an apprentice because I've got 2 trade qualifications, and I started off as an apprentice in a town called Paisley in Scotland, and then I immigrated to Canada in 1977, so half a century. Well, the very first thing a newcomer should do to prepare for that first important day on site is be on time. Arrive on time. Arrive prepared. Have your lunch. Have your expectations in your head. Have some questions available to ask. And just simply be prepared to be a worker that day, to impress that employer or the team or the supervisor you're working for, but be prepared. On the first day on the job, a newcomer should ask a whole bunch of questions. For example, what is it that you expect me to accomplish, to achieve on this first day, on this first week? Could you give me an idea where you expect me to be at the end of the first month? What it is that you want me to learn, what it is that you want me to do, what it is that you want me to produce. And also, if you could just let me know when I'm doing things, if I'm doing them properly or not, because I am open to listening and taking direction. So always ask questions and take direction, especially that first day, first week, first month. You should know at least what you're going to be doing that day. If you're going to be doing it at an entry level, or you're going to be expected to produce something. So simply say, look, thank you for, working with me here. Thank you for the information you'll be giving me. But could you tell me clearly what I'm supposed to be doing today? And that would be the expectations that you would have of yourself and your supervisor. Safety expectations are an absolute priority. Most companies will give you some form of a safety introduction, telling you what the do's and the don'ts on a particular job site are. Limits of approach, for example, they'll tell you where the live electrical components are, and they'll tell you where you should walk, how far away from them for safe distance. They'll tell you where, for example, if you're operating a bobcat, where the gas lines are located before you dig anything, whether you're going to be using the machinery or you're going to be doing it by hand. So safety expectations are an absolute priority for you and everyone around you. Well, if a newcomer is an entry-level worker and they're hired on that first day, the supervisor should obviously know. But never take anything for granted. Let your team, let your supervisor know that this is your first day, that you are an absolute entry level, that you've never done this job before. The reason that you want to do this job is because you want to learn it and hopefully become an apprentice. So let them know before they tell you anything, or when they're telling you that you should be doing something that you've never done it before, but you're very, very keen to take instructions and do the job properly according to those instructions. Be flexible, have a good attitude, be enthusiastic. Let them know that you really appreciate being hired by the company and that you're prepared to listen, you're prepared to ask questions, and you're prepared to work.